No, the title of this video is not clickbait. We have some actual information in regards to the legendaries that are coming out for Pokemon Go and a lot of other things in relation to the sponsorships and how companies can get involved. Now, the news today, I don't know how I feel about this. I haven't really done any news reporting episodes or anything. There isn't going to be merely any gameplay. It's going to be talking about Pokemon Go, the direction it's going, and about this legendary update speculation. Now, I'm still going to say speculation because it is from a credible article. Now, it's from a French news article about how they're going to do sponsorships within Pokemon, and that entails the rare Pokemon that cannot be obtained yet from the game. So we're assuming legendaries because it's only 6 Pokemon you can't get yet. I'm assuming they put regional Pokemon that can't be found, maybe? That could also be one of those as well. Like, for example, they could put Tauros and Australian ones and whatnot. So because it's a French news article, everything is in French, but thanks to a Reddit user named Speedy Reedy, we've got a English conversion of the article and what it means for sponsorships within Pokemon Go. Now, once again, I do want to say that this is a pretty credible article, but it isn't 100% confirmed, but pretty much everyone is assuming this is the real deal. I honestly am hoping that this is fake, but it does seem pretty convinced that it's real, and I'm a bit concerned because it does sound very dodgy. Okay, it has long been known that Pokemon Go will have a sponsorship system for companies, and Niantic is in the process of preparing its deployment in France. So, like how the track is in San Francisco right now, they're going to deploy their sponsorships apparently in France first. It really is kind of random. They're all over the place. Like, they launched the beta in Australia only. They launched the first version of it in Australia. They do the beta tracking in San Francisco. And now, hey, let's just pick a random place in Europe to try all the sponsorships. Like, might as well just lucky dip pick a country and there you get the next tracker. Imagine if they're like, yo, Papua New Guinea, you get shiny Pokemon. And then they go, all right, Canada, you're getting Gen 2 first. So, and then they go into detail to talk about here how the launch of Pokemon Go in Japan emerged as the first country to have sponsored partnerships with companies, which included McDonald's. And these partnerships were clearly introduced as an intention to attract players to these restaurants. So I'm not from Japan. I don't know if there's any Japanese viewers watching, but apparently they had something to do with McDonald's over there. I think they had a Pokestop in every kind of McDonald's kind of deal. I don't know. So in France, some fear these practices, but it would appear that Niantic is already working on such deals with many shops, and most of those being video game store sources. So apparently here's what they're saying. Niantic offers companies wishing to participate in the Pokemon Go adventure for 3,000 euros. So 3,000 euros equals roughly 4,500, just under Australian dollars. And with this 3,000 euros, you get the full pack, which includes participation in the launch day. Now, I'm assuming the launch day for the legendaries, I think. So you get the setting up of a gym and a Pokestop at your location, and the integration of a logo. I think, you know, when you go into the Pokestop and there's that logo, probably something to do with that, or maybe on another sponsored place. Maybe even viewable from the map, you could see like McDonald's on like the actual overhead screen. Maybe, we'll see. And here's the big one. And legendary spawns, wait for it, of your choice. I really hope this is not real. Like I said, this has been like verified. A lot of people are like, it's saying it checks out. Oh, I'm gonna not pick Mewtwo. Like every Burger King and McDonald's is gonna have Mewtwo's. Like that just seems so not cool. So this launch day mentioned by Niantic is expected around November 30th and would be accompanied by a campaign. And so this November 30th campaign would be accompanied by a launch of sponsorship deals throughout France. So video game stores apparently be the big one, and maybe things like McDonald's and other fast food chains and other things that just want people there, restaurants, all that jazz. So you get the appearance of rare Pokemon at sponsored sites. So not only do you have your legendaries and whatnot, but you also get your Blastoise and your Dragonite, something like that. And then the advertising for 15 days prior to this event. I haven't seen Pokemon Go do any advertising yet, so it's gonna be interesting. Although I don't know if you guys actually caught it the other day, but they actually sent out push notifications saying, we've got new updates or something like that. It's all over Reddit. Oh, we got a trophy system in for catch rates now, and you should totally come back to the game, even though we still haven't got a tracker 3 months after we removed it. And then it goes on to say here, and this is like Speedy Reedy's kind of conclusion, Niantic plans to show unreleased Pokemon at sponsored locations, which are pretty much the 3 legendary birds, Mew and Mewtwo. And regarding Ditto, apparently Niantic informs us that it will be unlockable as an Easter egg. So it's not in the game yet. Ditto's still going to be that Easter egg one, which I still think will involve that theory that I had way back I got called out for clickbait, but I still think that's going to be the theory. It's going to be doing something with those menus. And so yeah, on launch day, all the legendary Pokemon arrive randomly across sponsored locations, with each location able to spawn 3 legendary Pokemon of their choice during a certain period. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel? In the trailer, they showed us having like some big thing. I think it was like New York or whatnot. Everyone trying to fight Mewtwo collectively because it has no catch rate, correct? And I was under the impression that I was going to be flying out to New York or going to Sydney or Tokyo and trying to catch these legendaries. That's what I thought I was going to be doing, and I thought that would be really cool. Now, some people might say that's really insane. I like Pokemon Go a lot. Nah, it's like, don't hate the player, hate the game. No, it's don't hate the game, don't hate the player, hate the company behind the game, aka Niantic. They're like the company everyone loves to hate. You go on our Pokemon Go, everyone hates them, and it's for a good reason. And in this new update of Pokemon Go, they've actually not only disabled the trackers, but they've also put in a sneaky update, which has, for the most part, killed rural play, and that in the car, if you're moving fast at any point, even if you're a passenger, you can't see what's on your sightings list. If you've got no way to track them from a website, and you've got no way to see where they are in the actual game, how do you even find the Pokemon? And keeping in mind, in America and the Northern Hemisphere, you're coming into winter soon, you're not gonna be walking around in cold weather trying to find Pokemon. I'm sorry, it's just not realistic. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys your opinions on this move. I'll link the article, I'll link the Reddit post, everything down below. But how do you guys think that Pokemon, the Legendaries, should be added to the game? I did, think some kind of collective thing like the trailer seemed pretty good. I also like the idea of just a really rare spawn, similar to like a Dragonite kind of. I mean, like I said, I will still be playing Pokemon Go on this channel until I fill the Pokedex up, and then I will be stopping and then hopefully waiting for Generation 2 and whatnot. And then in the meantime, I'll just play all these other games that I enjoy. But it is tough. I love the game, but I hate Niantic so much. And like, I'm sorry, a lot of it can be forgiven, but when your game makes 200 million in the first month, that's just not right. You can't, there's no excuses. You have a lot of money, you can hire people, you can do things, but instead you choose to do this crappy PR work on your Twitter. Hashtag catch of the day. Okay, honestly, they've picked it up a little bit, but before it was some crappy PR stuff, which was like, catch of the day. So anyway, apology for the saltiness of today's video. I just wanted to let you guys know about this potential legendary update and see how it's going to go. Yeah, hopefully this weekend we'll come back up with some more Pokemon Go's. I'm going to hit up that Charmander nest, going to hit up that Squirtle nest, and, tackle the Grimers when I see them. Hopefully, I think the fast Pokemap, the really good one for the website, is meant to come up very soon. They're still working on it, so hopefully they're just trying to get past a couple of Niantic's security measures to try and stop these things. They think they've gotten past them, so hopefully back in a couple days, and then we'll hopefully go out hunting Grimers again, because that's the only kind of way I can guarantee Grimers. Or I can get on a cruise ship and let Grimer just sit there and grind those candies like no tomorrow, because I heard that's a very viable meta for getting candies. And then Lapras, well, Lapras is just Lapras, isn't it? So, yeah, I might go actually get some 10k eggs going. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's little update video. If you guys did, let me know, like rating down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later, guys.